Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today is the 18th April 2022, and I would like to share with you about how improve the productivities for our staff when and during the pandemics and after the post pandemics as well. Yesterday I read an article that told us how maintain the high productivities for the big company staff. As the Microsoft company, they allow their staff work at office only 3 times per week, and it can improve their productivities and the the mm, I think that is the good research when the people who need to at home and work from home during the pandemics and quarantines during more than 2 years, and they have hobbies and and they want to work at this model. Maybe it's quite hard to keep life balance when you work from home. Maybe you get a lot of disruption or distract from their family or the children, and it's not a matter with if you control the time and you need to control and have a plan to get time management or work management. Mm, and one of the problem when the the remote team, uh, the team leader always want to every member contact with each other and maybe set a suitable time for everyone who can to get a meeting or they to the communication well. But the problem here is someone who have a different biologist time, and they just have a good productivities at the night, or the other is the daytime, and that is the difference here and makes some the difficult in communication, and that's why the team leader don't want their staff work from home, and they want their and convince everyone go to office. But the staff don't want to do that, and now and the big company on the big organization, they realize this problem, and they have a plan or resolution for this. They handle this by give their staff flexible working model. At there, they don't need to work and replace for 9 to 5. um, as you know, the staff don't need to work at office to whole week or the 9 to 5 time, and they choose maybe on the morning, or they set a time at an office on the afternoons, or maybe 3 or 4 times per week, and they that is planned to return the working model. But in my opinions, at a leasing managers at building office, I always and I make a lot of friends with the company leader. They share with me about the one and creates a public space in office. And they can give them the comfortable for their staff. um, Maybe that's only the staff can to work everywhere in the office. Maybe in the they can to rely on the branch. Maybe they have a small room or very quiet room everywhere in the office. And the the staff can to work as a work from home. And and that is I think that is the best way and to improve their creative list. And this can to have the staff become more comfortable and improve their productivities. And okay, I want to share with you some the main contents of the yesterday article. It can to give you some idea for span and give your staff working model. Okay, let's start. As the remote team transition to a hybrid structure, one question at the forefront of many business leaders mind is how to maintain high productivity level both at home and in the office. 55% of employees with a flexible work option are high performer compared with just 36% of on-site 9 to 5 employees. According to the Gartner reports, but hybrid workers can still face barriers to the concentration that drain their productivity. Some of the contraction includes emails or text messages, unscheduled phone call or video chats, new headline, social media notification, and caregiver or household responsibilities. In fact, the Gartner research continue hybrid workers are 2.54 times more prone and encounter digital contraction than on-site employees. As a team leader and the business owner, it's your job and reinforce a culture of productivity with some half from strategy below. The first resolution is improve time management. Effective time management skill boost shall efficacy, conscientiousness, stress reduction, and well-being, all of which elevates job performance. A study in the point out, however, some employees need have learning to structure and manage their time, especially at home when they are not as accountable to direct supervision. To have them overcome these challenges, it's important to train your team member in this remote time management best practice. The first, stick to a routine, whether working at home and in the office. Schedule high priority tasks around optimal energy level. Carve out time for short periodic break in the workday, decluster the workspace to save time and boost efficiency, create boundaries and screen limits to avoid digital distraction. 2. Use the right tech solution. Agile surveys from the Business Solution platform, Wyco and Pulse found that 58% of leaders want to technologies that optimize team collaboration, process management, and internal communication. SI SKY Scholars collaborative work management software, for example, Asana or Microsoft Planner is the answer. It allows teams to keep on communication, including project files, assigned tasks, and status updates in one constraint-like, centralized online platform. Projects are easy to adjust and teams stay notified of all changes without the need for meeting or email. This means hybrid team members can stay connected to matter no matter where they are located. No need to arrange their schedule around virtual meeting at the specified time. And by taking the immediate urgency out of communication, which often cause mental overload, this flexible solution reduce room fatigue and increase productivity. The third are gratify goal and expectation. In a hybrid environment, you can measure the contributions of team member using the traditional baseline metrics, such as the hours in the office. Instead, it's important to set clear expectations of what their job deliverables are. Close to half of US employees start their day with an unclear definition definition of what they are expected to achieve. Data from Go indicates Go advises gratifying expectation around these three key performance domains: one work, one team, one customer. Maintain work-life balance. While 50% of employees want the flexible option of a hybrid model, one in five think their manager doesn't care about work-life balance. On the top of that, 93% feel overworked and exhausted on the job. A Microsoft survey indicates if this trend continues, it can lead to burnout, which lower energies, motivation, sense of purpose, and overall quality of performance. Therefore, it's vital to set an example for your team in the area of work balance. Communicate when you are not available and consistently unplug after a certain time each day. Resist the urgent, the send and answer email after hours, and allow employees to create their own boundaries. 5. Set limits on virtual meeting. According to the same Microsoft research, city above the amount of time spent in virtual meeting has doubled in the past year. The length of each meeting has also increased from the 35 to 45%, more than over 62% of minutes, and moreover 62% of the meeting are unscheduled, which interrupt the workflow of employees who are required to join. Another study in 2019 found that workplace interruption and average stress weaken attention span and results in error. In some cases, virtual meetings are necessary, but when you spring them on employees or exceed the time allotted, you can worsen the digital overload that hybrid workers often experience already. More than likely, you and your team as additional meeting when going remote. Now is the time to determine what meetings are vital to maintaining performance if you can. It may even be valuable to set aside a specified day of weeks as a meeting day to have employees carve out dedicated working time. However, you decide to streamline your virtual meeting, just be sure you are vetting what's important and what's a distraction for you and your team. And I think the need your hybrid team to maximum productivity. Hybrid work is the future of business for organizations all over the world. However, this model is only as effective and successful as a performance of hybrid worker. By focusing on these strategies, not only will you maximize your team output, but you will also ensure they stay engaged and happy despite the challenges of their new hybrid environment. That is the end of the article I want to share with you about how improve your hybrid team productivities. And I think that it can give you some idea and recommendation for your organization when you have the nervous when don't make a decision, when you give spend a 9 to 5 model or hybrid model for the team. But that is the future working model, and you never to fork and fighting with this trend and tendency. um, uh, Today that's sure, and I need to go to home. And today is the first day of my new career, and I hope everything will happen well. And see you the next video, and bye.